So some of y'all were asking me about Harlow's raw diet. Is she still on it? How do we manage it? So I'm gonna give y'all an update. Had some really rough nights recently with my gastroparesis. I've said it before, I'm looking for progress, not perfection. Sunday morning, everyone. I think this is the first time I've been able to start the vlog in the morning in a while. I slept well last night. The Compazine definitely helped. Wasn't perfect, still had some pretty intense nausea, didn't sleep as much as I would like, but better than things have been since, you know, I lost my G-tube, and I'm just so thankful because I feel more like myself, more alive. And we were able to get out and go on a walk, right, Harlow? And if you're wondering why she looks so scruffy, when John got home from work, he gave her a bath, and I woke up, I was like, whoa, Harlow, you look rough, and then I realized she was clean. I was contemplating the dog park, but she is still pretty damp, and there's a lot of dirt at the dog park, and that combination usually results in mud, which is not ideal when your dog has just been washed. So instead, to burn her energy and to get us outside and enjoy the weather, which is really nice right now, we just went on quite a long walk. Both of us enjoyed it. Gotta say though, Harlow definitely needed a bath. After our trip to Orlando with her endless playing with Orion, she smelled interesting, and now she's nice and clean. When she's fully dry, I'm gonna brush her out and groom her paws and like trim her nails. She's gonna be awesome and ready to go for this week because I'm very busy with doctor's appointments. So I like Harlow to be in tip-top shape. And keeping you in tip-top shape means love and exercise and your favorite food. All right, let's go feed you. So some of y'all were asking me about Harlow's raw diet. Is she still on it? How do we manage it? So I'm gonna give y'all an update. As y'all know, Harlow is on a raw diet, and we used to do the do-it-yourself prep where I would get all the meat, cut it up, portion it, and put it in the freezer and feed it to her like that. But that started to become a little bit too difficult for our family just because of the unpredictable nature of my health and Judd's work, and we were traveling a bit. So we decided to switch it up and go with an option that was more feasible for us. And we are now using Soho dehydrated raw. It's still considered raw, but it's dehydrated, and now when I go to feed Harlow, I just portion out her serving, add water, let it absorb, and feed it to her. And she absolutely loves this stuff. We did have an issue. We get this from Chewy.com on auto ship, so it comes exactly when we need it, but for whatever reason our auto ship got messed up, and so for a short period of time Harlow had to go back on kibble. We have a reserve of kibble here at the house at all times for like just in case emergencies, and when she has to go on kibble, we feed her Taste of the Wild salmon formula. But Harlow has allergies to artificial meat flavorings, and on kibble she gets dandruff, dry skin, itchiness, really bad ear infections, and her eyes run more. And on raw she has like none of those issues at all. I mean, her eyes still run a bit because she has seasonal allergies, so some parts of the years are worse than others, but it doesn't affect her eyesight or anything. But anyways, she's been doing really great on the Soho, and I will show y'all how we prepare it. Okay, so this is what it looks like inside the bag. It looks kind of weird and it smells kind of weird, but it's good for her. And then I just measure out what she needs in her slow feeder because otherwise she will like inhale it too fast. So we always use a slow feeder. And then I just add water. When I first started feeding this, I did like measure out the water exactly, but now she's been on it a while, I can just eyeball it and know exactly, or you know, not exactly, but I can eyeball it and get the right amount. All right, and then I just stir it up a bit to make sure it's distributed well. And the bag says to leave it for 15 minutes. I actually find leaving it for more like 30 minutes works better. So then we just go do something else and wait for this to absorb. One of the really nice things about Soho is that it is shelf stable, so we can store it, you know, easily, like in the pantry here, or this is the closet, whatever. We can store it in the closet. If we're traveling, we don't have to worry about freezing it or refrigerating it. And the bag is also resealable, which I really like. And while her food gets ready, I will get my food ready. Harlow, can you get it? Yeah. Hooked up to my feeds. Harlow's food is not done just yet, but I've got a few things I want to add in there. So Soho, however you say it, this is considered a complete meal, but I like to add in some extra things. For Harlow, some apple cider vinegar and some coconut oil for today. Some other things I might add in would be like veggie pops or some fruit pieces, but I do that very sparingly, or yogurt pops, raw goat's milk, she likes that, it's good for her. So this is ready. So we are still practicing her speak command. She is getting better at it, and for meal times I have her do it away from her food so she can generalize the behavior to other areas of the house, and then eventually in public where it's appropriate to practice. All right, anyways. No. Yeah. Get in there. Good girl. Yes. Yay, 3 in a row. Okay. And she just eats it up. She really likes it. She's doing really well on it, and it's much more feasible for our family. Oh, update. Okay, so I got to use the new gadgets on my wheelchair, really the pushroom covers, and test out the Smart Drive since the wheelchair tech came. Smart Drive does not wobble at all anymore, and the bracelet is working perfectly, so that is awesome. And the pushroom covers I really like. They definitely give me more control, and I don't have to be as forceful with my grip when maneuvering the wheels, so awesome. I'm glad it all worked out. Oh my gosh, Harlow and I are getting ready to run an errand. And there are so many ducks. There were not that many on our walk this morning. Oh my gosh, I love our ducks. We made it to Walmart to pick up our online grocery order. I'm so happy we made it out of the house. I've just been had some really rough nights recently with my gastroparesis, and I know I already talked about it, but I am so thankful the IV Compazine is giving me some relief. I mean, it's not perfect because I still had some pretty intense nausea. Harlow just did a little burp. Excuse you. I still had some pretty intense nausea. I was still up just a few hours, and there was some dry heaving, but it was much more manageable than it usually is, and I definitely got some extra relief from the Compazine. And I've said it before, I'm looking for progress, not perfection, and we're really just hoping the Compazine can hold me over during the night until I can try the medical marijuana. I'm just waiting for the state to register me in their system, so. Alrighty y'all, I am back home. After that Walmart grocery pickup, I needed a nap and some time on the heating pad for my neck. Anyways, I am here with Harlow because she is dry now, so I'm gonna groom you. We're gonna do her nails first. She's not a fan of this, but she behaves for me, so I'm very proud of you. We Dremel them down, and I've got some apple pieces here to reward her for her good behavior. Then I'm gonna use the clippers to clean up like the floof between her toes and on her pads, and then I'm gonna brush you out. You ready? We got this. I wear a mask when I Dremel because the nail dust, I don't want to inhale that. You good girl. Good girl. Yes. Very good. How easy was that? Don't hide your paw. That makes me sad. I'm sorry, I need that. Good girl. Thank you. Very good. Very good. Almost done. Hold on, there's a pointy part. Wait. Very good. You want an apple? You get an apple. You good dog. Well, Harlow has been spared because this is out of battery. I gotta charge it up. So while this is charging, we can clip the extra floof around your paws. Good dog. She's got ticklish feet, so good girl. Good girl, you got this. All right, I know. Very good. Oops. Don't eat your hair. That's a hairy apple now. Just take a new one. Very good. All right, lay back down. Don't eat your hair. Lay back down. Thank you. Give me that. Very nice. Very good angle for me. Lay down. No, lay down. Into your back feet. These are very floofy. Good girl. Get an apple. You did it. Thanks, Hippo. All right, Miss Hippo, let's look at those paws. The Dremel charged up. I think they look good. I think I'm getting pretty good at doing your paws. You good dog. Now I gotta brush you out. Hey y'all, I'm in bed. It's been several hours since I last picked up the camera. I did not really get a chance to brush out Harlow because I had an allergic reaction this evening. I waited until later when it was cooler so I could take Harlow outside to brush her out because she has so much hair. And my neighbors were out on their patio grilling, and the smell of the grill doesn't aggravate my allergies at all. It smelled nice, but that smell was strong enough to mask the cigar smell. Like they were smoking cigars, and I couldn't tell right away, and by the time I figured it out I was already reacting, and thankfully I was able to stop it with IV Benadryl. But I had already had a really productive day, which I'm grateful for, but after that reaction I was just worn out, and I finally now feel like I'm starting to fully recover from it, but I'm just exhausted. So Harlow, I will try and brush you out tomorrow, but that's not the first time that's happened with my neighbors. I honestly don't know these neighbors very well. The interactions we've had have been pleasant thus far, but I think I need to ask them not to stop smoking. That's totally unreasonable, and I feel like it's a friend they have over that's what, anyway, I don't know. I feel like I need to ask them to, if we can find some sort of system, like maybe they could hang a red towel over the fence that's between our patios so I can see it from the sliding glass door and know not to go outside. Like if they're smoking, they can put something over the fence so I know, and I know not to go outside. Because like I said, that's not the first time this has happened, and I'm sure they don't even realize that I'm having issues, so I'll probably talk to them about it. I'm sure we can figure something out. Right, Harlow? Anyways, like I said, I am very thankful for everything I got done today because I was feeling better and accomplishing Harlow's pedicure, but I am exhausted, and honestly my nausea is starting to get quite a bit worse. I'm going to be pushing an IV Compazine preemptively to hopefully prevent symptoms now that I know it works for me and the side effects aren't too terrible. Just praying for another good night, especially since tomorrow I am very busy, but regardless, thankful for today. Oh, and we have decided the time of our 100K live stream celebration. Remember, it is Saturday the 31st of March, and it's going to start at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hope to see y'all there. And with that, Harlow and Ellie and I, we're going to say goodnight, and thanks for joining us on our adventure.